So Manchester United are playing Fenerbahce on Thursday, tomorrow, in what should be an interesting Europa League tie. It'll see the return of Fred, our hard-working central midfielder, who was a little bit underrated at Manchester United. He would suit Erik ten Hag's system really well. But also, it's a return of our former manager, Jose Mourinho, the special one. And in this next clip, you will see Jose Mourinho talk about Erik ten Hag. He also has a cheeky little dig at Manchester City. And he also pays an emotional tribute to the boss, Sir Alex Ferguson. Here's a special one now.
My relation with Sir Alex was amazing, incredible. And when my Netflix documentary comes out, you will know more about the reason why I have so much respect for him. The ambassadorial role, I really don't know in depth the situation, but doesn't matter why, doesn't matter what. Sir Alex has the most important thing, which is the love and the respect of every Man United fan around the world, and that is more important than ambassadorial role, is more important than a few pounds that he can make and he doesn't need. The most important thing is the love and the respect that every Man United fan has for him.
It's also really nice to see Jose Mourinho pay tribute to Sir Alex Ferguson. I remember when Jose Mourinho was managing Chelsea, he would always antagonise Arsene Wenger, who I feel as though is the most overrated football manager in the history of world football. Because the City changed the game, but he didn't really change the game. He didn't win the Champions League, did he? Despite the players that he had. And he only won the leagues by default because Man United kind of lost it themselves in those individual seasons. But anyway, that's something for another time. But he always seemed to sort of antagonise Arsene Wenger, but he never antagonised Alex Ferguson. There might be some little cheeky jibes every now and then, but it was always respectful. Even when he was at Real Madrid and Wayne Rooney was putting transfer requests in and they were asking Jose Mourinho, would you sign him for Real Madrid? He always said he's going to stay at Manchester United. So I'm really looking forward to this Netflix documentary of Jose Mourinho because I want to see how deep the relationship goes between him and the boss. And yeah,
I think we still have a chance to win that league because maybe they punish Man City with points and maybe we win that league. And they have to pay me the bonus and give me the medal.
Jose Mourinho did really well at Manchester United, and people forget how good we were under him. I mean, we won the Europa League and the League Cup, if I'm not mistaken, in his first season. We didn't do so well in the league, but that's fine. But in the second season, his second full season, we came second to Manchester City. Now, here's the thing, you need to put that into context as well. We played really well in the first maybe something like 10 games or something like that, and we were neck and neck with City. There was not much between us. And even Paul Pogba was playing really well at that time. But as what would be the norm for Paul Pogba after that, he got injured and he missed loads of games and our form tapered off and we just couldn't keep up with Manchester City. And that was kind of the story for Paul Pogba, but we won't go too much into his antics at this particular point. But it is interesting to note that Jose Mourinho got the best football out of Paul Pogba because he was good in his first season. And then, after what happened in the second season, Paul Pogba's head seemed to be turned. And I always remember him always itching for a move after that. But anyway, back to Jose Mourinho. Yeah, he did really well. And it's interesting to note as well that if Manchester City lose the court case and they are stripped of titles, not only will we get a title medal for 2018, which will be Jose Mourinho's title, we will also get a league title for 2012. So that great Sergio Aguero goal that won it on the last kick of the game will be null and void. So that would make Manchester United 22 times champions. 22 times champions. And it could very well happen.
It doesn't make sense for me to be thinking about what happened, what didn't happen. What happened for sure, because it's very objective, is that they keep faith in the coach. They support the coach. The coach is staying season after season. And that means stability, means trust. And they are giving him conditions to keep developing his job. That was a difference in relation to me, because as you know, we won Europa League. We finished second in the Premier League.
It's clear to me that Jose Mourinho seems to have a lot of affection for Manchester United. He's always respected the club, and I remember when Manchester United won the league from Chelsea back in 2006-2007, Jose Mourinho's Chelsea gave Manchester United a guard of honour, which was a reciprocation for when we gave them a guard of honour as well. But that just shows the level of respect between Jose Mourinho and Manchester United, and so it was no surprise that he became the manager himself. But I think class always recognises class. What is that quote that is at Old Trafford? Form is temporary, class is permanent. And that's why Manchester United is and always will be the Rolls Royce of the Premier League at the end of the day. But yeah, Jose Mourinho has always sort of paid respects towards Manchester United, and it's really nice to see him pay the support and respect to Erik ten Hag and pay tribute to the club for sticking by him and affording him the time and stability to do well at the club that he wasn't afforded under the previous regime. Yeah, if and when Erik ten Hag does leave Manchester United, I hope he doesn't. I hope he wins 10 league titles and 3 Champions Leagues. But if he does, I wouldn't say no to Jose Mourinho coming back to Old Trafford. But hey ho. But anyway, it's nice to see that Jose Mourinho has a lot of respect for Manchester United. But what do you guys think? Was Jose good for the club? What could he have done better? Would you like to see him back at Old Trafford at any point? Thoughts in the comments.